Okay, I see you are selecting British as your language.
Yes.
And earphones are recommended.
Yes. Yes.
Did you heed their recommendation?
I did not put in earbuds, but I'm always wearing headphones.
Yeah, it looks like they want you to use Mac earbuds.
Yes.
And I did not appreciate my PC game insinuating that I should be using a Mac.
No, it's horrible. But to be fair, this was an iOS game that was ported to PC.
You know what? I think I've actually played this. I played this on Android like several years ago.
It may be.
But this looks entirely different than the game I played.
Then it might not be that game, and you could be totally wrong.
Yep. Okay, so wait, 1965 you're painting a boat. 1968 you joined the military. I take it there is no talking in this whole game.
Oh, no, there's talking, yeah. Yeah, quite a lot of talking, actually.
Well, then it doesn't really sound like the Silent Age. 1969. Okay, so he went to the war, and then he came back, can't find a job. So now he is spinning a sign. 1971. Oh God, disco.
Yeah, there's his disco, man.
He is disco-teching it up in the bathroom.
And here we go. So, since we didn't really do a very good introduction, this is the Silent Age. I got so bored of this game within, oh man, I don't know, 10 minutes. But I was like, that's just not enough footage. I'm gonna keep going. And 15 minutes in, it actually becomes pretty good. The first 10 minutes of this game are absolute garbage.
Yeah, this does seem like the game I played, and I agree, it was very boring.
Oh, it's just absolute garbage for 10 straight minutes. And I'm very happy to say that. But, like, you know, it's a kind of an adventure puzzle game. It's clear, as you watch especially, it's very clear that this was built for a mobile device where you would tap and drag. You know, there's no WASD. You click everywhere, double tap things to make him run.
No, clearly not. You're at the Archon Research Facility, and you're the Employee of the Month.
Yeah. So, I thought this was a game about the Iran Revolution, but apparently that is a different game that's identical in art style. So I made a mistake there. This is actually a game about time travel.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of a surprise. He does kind of look like he could be part of the Iranian Revolution.
Right? Like, it just fit for me. But no, he is actually a time traveler. And he's very bad at speaking.
Oh, there you are, sweetie. Mr. Hill's expecting you. Just walk right in.
Okay.
What's the matter, sugar? Got your tongue? Just get your hiney in there.
Oh, and like, as soon as she started talking, that's when I was like, I don't think this is about the Iranian Revolution anymore. I also noticed that, look out the window, there's clearly no building back there. Like, this office is in another dimension, because it is clearly not outside the windows.
Yeah, I could see that. Those time zones are way wrong for how close those cities are together.
Yes, well, you'll also notice that they say right here when he... Oh, Honest Richard, I call him. I think it will catch on. Oh, you're so funny.
Jasper. It's Joe, sir.
Of course, Joseph. How long has
Oh,
been
no.
with this
He
company?
disregarded you.
About 2 years, sir.
Yeah, but like
yes,
they make it
by now you must
over. I don't know. It's too much. He keeps calling him Jasper over and over again, even after the guy says, "My name is Joe." And I thought about it, and I was like, okay, I could understand if his name was Jasper, and you kept calling him Joe. But Jasper's a harder name, and it's not particularly common. You know?
Yeah, that's very true.
It doesn't make any sense. Also, Jasper's like the most redneck name next to Cletus. You know, it's like, hey Cletus, hi Jasper. Like, that's what's going on in my head. So I wonder about this guy's background. And I think it's clear that this guy is not a very good boss.
We reward achievement in this organization.
Because he's obviously from the very, very deep south.
Made yourself a gold star.
Yeah, he does. And I got a question why the janitor's walking around with a dirty rubber glove. Just one.
That's right.
Well, it's a puzzle game, so you have to pick up everything.
That's true. Even the trash.
Even the trash. Doesn't matter what it is, it's going to be useful in a puzzle later on.
I see that you are poised to pick up the red
I know
phone.
you. Frank.
You want to call in the nukes. And does it look like he has a marijuana plant growing by the window?
Oh, and of course you understand.
A little bit.
The fancy
Little bit.
title.
That might be one too many leaves. Because I think it's 5 or something like that.
We like
Oh, interesting. We've got some inside news on cryptos right
Very
there.
excited to get back to work with all your new responsibilities. That's perfectly understandable. I won't keep you a minute longer.
Here's your key card. Now get out of my office. This is the point right here when I started going, okay, this is boring.
Yeah, it's kind of boring.
Oh, it's so boring. This first 10 minutes of this game are so boring. Just, And unfortunately for me, I still haven't figured out how to run. So we are going to...
You probably can't.
Oh yes, you can.
You're going to saunter.
See right there? Yeah, we can run! What? All of a sudden I get all excited because I'm like, this is going to make this so much better now.
You were definitely 70s boogieing along there.
Yeah.
It's a tinfoil hat. Nice one, too.
Yeah, I'm annoyed that you can't take that. I feel like he should have placed it immediately on his head. I mean, I don't know about you, but if I got into an elevator and there was a tinfoil hat on the ground, it is going on my head.
So now, why did the key card disappear? Do these key machines just eat key cards?
Yes, you can only use them once.
I feel like that's a terrible way to do it.
If only I had something to protect my hands. And see, now that glove comes in useful.
Apparently.
Look at that. Look at that. All right. So then, all of the puzzles, by the way, are remarkably simple. It's not for a core gamer. The puzzles in this game are made for mobile gamers. Yeah, and to be very honest, you can beat this entire game in 2 hours.
So you decided to clean up the blood. Oh, no, you just got a sample of it.
Far out.
Oh, this is a 2-person puzzle, so you need 2 people to open the door. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. And you can't smear blood on the computer. Which
I
is
would
very
try and
important.
smear blood on the little pad over there.
Yeah, no.
Unfortunate. Oh, so now you have to go all the way back? This is
And sit in the
depressing.
elevator again. Like I said, the first 10 minutes of this game are trash. Just absolute trash.
Yeah, it sounds like it is.
You're watching it,
Yeah, I'm very, very bored by it.
right? But it's about to be better.
Thank God. Hopefully everybody in here's dead.
That's what I was hoping too. It is sadly
Well, she's
not her.
dead.
Yes. But she also
Goulet?
acts like the most oblivious person ever, okay?
Uh,
He's like,
something's
something's bad.
downstairs handkerchief has basically
And then he
all
shows her
over
the
the blood.
handkerchief and he goes, "Are you bleeding? Did you cut your hand?"
I mean,
Good heavens, Sugar. That rag's got blood all over. Have you hurt yourself again?
Like,
The
really,
voice
bro?
acting.
no.
Oh, it's terrible.
We keep telling you boys to follow
It's
company
so
safety
bad.
policy. I send out memos almost every week.
Like, this feels like
Don't know why
somebody
I bother sometimes.
was told, "Okay,
You
you're a
may look like
1970s
capable
black
grown men in
woman,"
those boiler suits.
and she goes, "Jive, turkey."
Big boys, ain't you?
You know, like, it's
I'm
not.
not the one who-
It's not.
No need to explain.
it's bad.
Let me just take care of it.
But again, like, the whole time I go, okay.
Let's see what
It's an
Gloria
iOS
has
port.
for you.
These are Apple
Nice
people.
clean Band-Aid.
I get
Just
it.
go wash
Yeah,
it.
they are Apple people. That's a good point.
I get it.
but
You know? And then she gives you a Band-Aid. The core gamer in me goes, "Oh, okay, I get it. I go put that over the button. Done deal." Like, none of the puzzles are particularly difficult. There was one point, because I beat the game. It took me no time at all. But there was one point where I sat there and stared at a syringe and a lighter in my inventory for about 6 or 7 minutes before I was like, I'm gonna go put this on everything until something happens.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Just that it's the most contrived puzzle in the world. And here's where it finally starts becoming interesting. You've got Charles Darwin shot. Obviously not really Charles.
Mister,
Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess that could be Charles Darwin.
It looks just like him.
that's a lot of blood. Stay right here. I'll go get help.
No!
And the voice
Don't.
acting, let's listen.
Don't
It's
get
about to
anyone.
get bad.
Are you alone?
Really bad.
I'm not sure what.
I asked you a question.
Oh,
You alone?
oh, it's bad.
Oh,
Yes.
this
Yes, I
guy's
came down here
terrible.
by
Hold on,
myself.
he gets worse. He gets so much
Good
worse.
enough. Listen.
I
I'm
wish the
shot
person
bad.
had said, cough!
I don't have a lot of time, but I'm also not important. At least this version of me isn't. What's important is that you understand what I am about to tell you now.
Janitor.
It doesn't even sound
Should
like
I
an
be writing
old
this
guy.
down? I don't have anything to write.
Like,
with.
it sounds like a guy who's about
Shut
35.
up and pay attention.
Yeah.
Okay, your motivation is you're an old man who's been shot.
Oh,
I'm so old.
in the lives of every man, woman, and child on the planet. I know this because I'm partially to blame. And though I realized our folly in time, less sane and
does
more
seem somewhat
sea-heads
Asian.
prevail.
Asian.
A little bit.
From 40 years into
Oh,
the future,
now there's one line in here that I was like, did you just call me an idiot?
things are
You just called me an
obviously
idiot.
vastly more complex
I
than this,
don't
but
feel like helping
for
you.
lack of time to explain this properly to an insufficiently primed
Yeah.
recipient intellect.
Wow.
Not this part. This part I was like, hey.
Perceive as time travel.
But it wasn't this part where I got,
Mister, you've
you know,
obviously
like,
lost a
yeah, I
lot
don't
of
feel like
blood.
helping you anymore.
Quiet. I have planned this out in every detail for the better part of my life. And I'll be damned if I will let it fail because of a single gun-toting, overachieving parking attendant who wasn't where he was supposed to be at this
I'm
point
guessing
in
that
time.
that's him in the future. Just a wild guess.
Here you go. You look fleeceable enough to be coaxed into performing a simple task. And I go, did you just do it? What? You know what? I don't feel like helping you. How about you just die here and I pee on your corpse?
You need this.
Like you've planned your whole life for this moment, right?
It is a portable.
So how about you be nice to me?
Planar membrane chronosync instrument.
Listen to this voice acting.
It's a goddamn time machine, okay? For reasons
Really
you
good.
quickly come to
Really
realize.
good. Like, I get it. This is
Device
like,
runs
you know,
on solar
3 guys
rechargeable
hanging out in their
batteries.
basement, and they're
Despite
like, hey,
this,
let's make a video game.
I
And
want
you know
to
what?
keep
That's
it
totally
hidden
fine.
until you're out of town. Don't
But,
let anyone see
man,
it,
it's funny.
especially in here.
Man, it's funny.
Mister, between the blood and all this space talk, you're making me quite dizzy. I'm not sure how I
Now-
can help you other than by calling security and getting
I'm
you
not
an
sure that
ambulance.
we're going to make it that far, because I don't really have all that much to say about this game right now.
Yeah.
You find me
But
here.
the time travel portions of this stuff are actually pretty fun. You
Mister?
can choose to go back and forth
Mister?
into the past or into the future at will, which is how you solve, you know, a lot of the puzzles. But again, it takes 20 minutes to get there. It takes 10 minutes to get interesting and 20 minutes to start doing any sort of real puzzles. I mean,
right there, sir.
Listen, you
we're
gotta-
going to go to
There's
the
a guy
police
in there.
station next.
There's a lot
We're
of
going to
blood.
sit there,
He needs help.
and
I said.
then you're going to decide
right
to go into the
there.
future. And that's
but I
it.
work
That's
here.
when the game
know
starts.
me.
This
I-
whole first
Keep
part of
your
it
hands where I
is
can
just,
see 'em.
you know,
Palms flat against
building
the
a
wall.
story
Spread your
or
legs.
whatever. And I get that, I
Police are on their
do.
way.
But you could have cut out, like, you could have cut out 12 or 13 minutes. Hey, I'm a janitor and I'm cleaning stuff. And, oh, hey, what's this dead guy here for? Oh, I'm a time traveler. You could have cut right there.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and it would have been totally fine. The whole part of the racist black chick and the over-exaggerated "I don't know your name, Jasper,"
And the
like,
cutting through time part where he's a soldier and a whole bunch of other stuff.
right, like I get that they want to build a world and they want you to be invested in it. I do get that, but it's just simply boring. I mean, you've got this cop here. This cop, listen to the voice.
I try to be affable and not go too hard on people. That's what I find.
Like, really?
best. Now,
Yeah.
It's over-exaggerated.
he's a different kind of guy.
Just completely over-exaggerated. So,
Ain't that right?
this is the beginning of the Silent Age. I actually think it's a good game. It's inexpensive and it's not hard. You can kind of go through it, and it's got a, you know, kind of a fun little feel to it. It's an iOS port.
He's got a real.
So what you're saying is play it on your phone.
Play it on your phone. Yeah, it's a. If this were a game on my phone, I would have loved it because it would waste 2 hours of your time on a phone. Maybe even longer because it's a phone, so you can't really, you know, do all of the best stuff, you know. But I also think that's why it says play this game with headphones. I think it's a direct port.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, so they're saying, hey, on your iPhone, you should use your Apple headphones to listen to this game. So I think that's what the whole thing is. But this is, like, here, we're at 18 minutes into the game. This is when it finally starts. This is when the whole thing actually begins being played. So I really feel like they could have cut out a whole lot more.
You know, I think that when I did play this game, I legitimately skipped all of that. And this is the only part of the game I remember. Yep, because I remember being in this building. And this is like everything's all broken down.
Yeah. And you know what? This is when it actually starts to be kind of fun.
Yep.
Yeah. So, all right, well, that's the Silent Age. And now that you've watched it for all of this time, you're finally here, able to see what the game's beginning should have looked like.
All right, guys. I would give it 1/4 of one thumb up.
All right. Well, there you go.
Until the next one.